Gas stations are like these minor capsules that never change no matter how much time passes between visits. It'll always be the same pump in the same old state, but things can get very scary at times. Hello, and welcome back to Creepy Events. Today, we are going to look at 7 disturbing things caught at gas stations. So, without further ado, let's get into it. Number 7. Detroit Gas Station. This terrifying clip shows a typical night shift at a gas station in Detroit, USA. There were only a few people in the shop, and the gas station clerk was behind the counter waiting for her shift. 26-year-old Winston Hill was also present at the scene. In the security camera footage, he can be seen standing close to the counter charging his phone. When he finds something unusual, he moves to one of the aisles. A split second later, 2 masked men enter the store, armed and ready to fire. There is another customer in the shop who is much closer to the masked men than Hill, but it appears like they are there to target Hill specifically and continue shooting in his direction. The employee ducks behind the counter and the other customers flee the store. The masked guys turn to leave, push, then turn back and shoot at Hill again, as if to ensure that he is dead before leaving. The sight is very terrifying. Number 6. River Rouge Gas Station. Another shooting occurred at a gas station in River Rouge, Louisiana. This time, we're getting our first look at security camera video of a shooting at a gas station on River Road in broad daylight. Alex Miner was filling up his gas tank at the gas station, minding his own business, when 3 men stepped out of a car and began shooting at him. Alex tried to save his life by fleeing, but fate was not on his side that day. Alex's car came to a halt next to the funeral home, which was directly across from the petrol station. In the security camera footage, we can see that he died on the spot. The men can also be seen shooting at Alex's car before getting into their vehicle and driving away after confirming that he is dead. According to the gas station owner, Imad Saleh, who was there at the scene, the gunmen then drove away to attack Alex's girlfriend and children, who were in another car a little further away. Number 5. Horror in the parking lot. This terrifying footage was captured in the parking lot of the petrol station. A man is quietly putting his things away in his car when a man in a red vehicle parked right next to him begins firing at him from inside the vehicle. The first man then pulls out his gun and begins shooting back, and the fight continues until the red truck drives away. No one was struck by gunfire, but the gas station's glass windows were shattered. Employees and customers can be seen laying on the floors, panicked, trying to save themselves on CCTV footage from inside the station. Another man can be seen getting into his vehicle just before the shooting begins. He hides behind his vehicle in an attempt to save his life. This footage is very chilling. Number 4. Insane multi-car altercation at gas station. The beginning of this footage appears to be any other. A car pulls up to the gas pump and a woman gets out of her vehicle. As we begin to notice that things aren't as they appear, the person, who's also a woman, parked in the white car, jumps back in and nearly hits the woman with no warning. Fortunately, she hops out of the way and appears to be uninjured. However, the white car swerves around and smacks its front end into another vehicle while being tailed. Soon after, the white vehicle smashes into yet another car, then drives away and attempts to hit a throng of people. After getting out of the car, the woman gets into her trunk and starts taking out a baseball bat to a second car. She began hitting the second car, which is a black car, with the baseball bat, cracking the windshield. The black car gets away, but the woman in pink isn't done chasing the car. A squad car arrives. The woman in pink is captured within a few minutes while they try to figure out what's going on. Number 3. Woman locked in gas station loses it. When the attendant locked her in whatever issue, this woman began smashing glass bottles against the attendant's window. He wouldn't let her go with it, and according to those filming, this seemed to be a semi-regular event. The folks behind the camera rapidly began to say things like, "She'll go to jail this time," implying that there had been past instances where jail was not a punishment. She continues to throw bottles and threaten the person on the other side of the counter. But they hold firm. It must be good to have such bulletproof glass. So, what would you do? Number 2. Massive gas station explosion in Volgograd. A big blast demolished a gas station in Volgograd, Russia. There are multiple clips online of this, but this is one of the clearest and most complete. It erupts in a gigantic ball of fire that can be seen from a long distance away. The blast injured at least 13, which is a moderate number at best. The second video shows it ripping through the neighborhood and engulfing in a massive smoke cloud bursting through the trees. The third footage is from the ground, watching as traffic attempts to flee. The on-the-ground footage is unique because you can see how people are just observing from a distance. It's definitely a good idea to get somewhere a little safer. Number 1. Carjacking doesn't go as planned. Would you be ready for a carjacking? Probably not. Fortunately, most of us will never have to deal with that in our lives. However, if you are not prepared, you are at risk. This man seen a would-be carjacker approach a car while buying gas, quickly pulling out a revolver and waving it towards the victims. According to reports, this is little more than a few people giving each other filthy looks that escalates into a much larger production. The man in orange begins firing, and the passengers in the car immediately return to their car and drive in reverse to flee. They ran in part because of their quick thinking. How do you think they'd fare? Are you short on your feet? Hope you liked this video and subscribe to the channel so you never miss any video. See you in the next video. Till then, take care. Thanks for watching.